This special episode of From the Woods is called The Lost Christmas Carol and was written by Danie Dreadful. Please check out her YouTube channel, leave her a like and subscribe. You can find a link to her channel in the description below. Honey, can you get the Christmas decorations from the attic? Isabelle's mother yelled from the living room. Yeah, Mom, no problem. Isabelle ran down the hallway, sporting her most festive Christmas sweater. She was in the holiday spirit and ready to decorate the tree. The bright green sweater made her fair skin and long curly red hair stand out. Green had always been her color. Christmas was Isabelle's favorite time of the year. She loved the feeling of togetherness with her family, and honestly, the thought of presents under the tree didn't hurt either. It was the one time of year her busy parents slowed down and paid attention to her. She knew they worked hard to support her love of singing, and piano lessons weren't cheap, but it was nice to gather around the tree, laugh, and just be a family for once. Although she loved Christmas Day, the real treat was the holiday talent show. As a talented singer and pianist, Isabelle had entered the show for the last 5 years. To her, the talent show wasn't just a performance for strangers. It meant her parents' undivided attention for as long as her song lasted. No interruptions, no work fires to put out, just her performing for them. That was the real reason she entered the show every year. Christmas wouldn't be the same without it. The show was only 5 days away, and Isabelle didn't have a song lined up yet. She figured she'd do a classic like Silver Bells or the Christmas song. She knew both by heart, so it wouldn't take much effort. Still, she planned to start practicing after the decorating was done. Isabelle pulled the string for the attic stairs. The creaking always gave her the creeps, but she pressed on, pulling down the steep wooden steps and climbing into the dim attic. There, she spotted 5 huge plastic bins labeled Christmas decorations in bold, blocky handwriting. One by one, Isabelle started bringing them down. As she moved the second bin, she noticed a tiny wooden box nestled between 2 of the containers. Huh, this must have gotten missed last year, she thought. She went to toss the wooden box into one of the bins, but hesitated. Something about it compelled her to open it. It was beautiful, antique-looking, with intricate carvings. Isabelle was sure she would have remembered if she'd seen it before. The box was surprisingly light, and she assumed it was empty, but curiosity got the better of her. Inside, she found a folded piece of paper. It looked ancient, covered in dust, and fragile to the touch. As Isabelle carefully unfolded it, she coughed from the dust cloud it released. What she held wasn't a note, but a sheet of music, the most beautifully composed Christmas carol she'd ever seen. Humming softly, Isabelle followed the notes. With each line, she felt herself falling into a trance-like state. The melody was enchanting, almost hypnotic, until her mother's voice snapped her out of it. Isabelle, where are the rest of the boxes? You've been up there for like an hour. No way, Isabelle muttered. She couldn't have been up there that long. Surely her mom was exaggerating. Coming, she yelled back. Carrying the remaining boxes downstairs, she found her mother waiting at the bottom of the stairs, concern etched on her face. My goodness, I thought you hit your head or something. I was about to come up and check on you. What took you so long, honey? Oh, nothing, Isabelle said, brushing it off. I must have gotten lost down memory lane. Her voice trailed off, her brow furrowed in confusion. Honey? It's nothing, Isabelle said quickly, handing her mom the boxes. Let's get decorating. After hours of decorating, Isabelle and her mother were ready to curl up by the fire with hot cocoa, cozy blankets, and It's a Wonderful Life. It was a tradition they cherished. As they got comfortable, Isabelle's mother asked, What song are you performing for the talent show this year? I haven't heard you practicing. The question jolted Isabelle's memory. She jumped up, throwing the blankets to the floor. I completely forgot about the song! What song, darling? The box! Where is it? Where's the box? Isabelle frantically searched the living room, tossing pillows and blankets aside. Sweetie, you're freaking me out, her mother said, but Isabelle didn't stop until, I found it! Found what? Isabelle kissed her mother on the cheek and dashed to her bedroom, the box clutched tightly in her hands. Teenagers, her mother muttered with a smile. Isabelle unfolded the sheet music again and began playing the hauntingly beautiful carol. Hours passed, but she couldn't stop. Her fingers seemed to move on their own, perfectly in sync with the melody. At 11 p.m., Isabelle's father arrived home. Hearing the music from her room, he stopped to listen. The melody was so alluring, it brought tears to his eyes. But it was late. "Isabelle, one more time, then bed," he said softly. "Okay, Dad, love you, night." But Isabelle didn't stop. It wasn't her choice. Something compelled her to keep playing. The music consumed her, and her hands moved faster and faster. She felt detached from her body, like she was watching herself from afar. "Isabelle, do you have any idea what time it is?" Her mother burst into the room, furious. "I thought your father told you." She froze mid-sentence, her eyes wide with terror. The thing at the piano wasn't Isabelle. It resembled her, but its skin was pale and wrinkled, its once vibrant red hair now dull and lifeless. "You're not Isabelle," her mother whispered. The creature turned, its decrepit hand reaching toward her while the other remained on the keys. Purple mist began swirling around them. Isabelle, trapped in her trance, screamed silently as she watched. Her father burst in, knife in hand, only to witness the creature's horrific work. The mist consumed him, and moments later he fell to the floor, blood pouring from every orifice. As the police stormed the house, the creature smirked at Isabelle, still trapped in her dreamlike state. The haunting carol continued to play, echoing through the house as the mist engulfed everyone. Isabelle watched helplessly, her heart shattered. Her family, her music, her life, all gone.